I've kind of enjoyed my freedom for a while now, where I'm not obligated to. If I'm at work, you're obligated to do stuff. But after work, I'm not obligated to talk to nobody. I'm not obligated to go nowhere. I'm not obligated. I'm not in any kind of yoke. I'm not yoked up. I'm not under pressure to do anything. Just what I want to do after work. Now, your life is not your own in Christ, so you're obligated to God. But your freedom to do what you want after your job is give out the good news, do what, maybe because this winter's coming to an end. I'm still in winter, but once winter's over, it's like the freedom is nice to punch that clock, leave, and I can go to the mall, I can go to the park, which I don't the stuff I'm saying, I'm been spending most of my time just remodeling, but I can do anything I want. Go ride the bicycle, my electric bike that I bought. I can do whatever I want to do. I'm not obligated to do anything. And that freedom, I am not taking it for granted. Because I see people, when they punch that clock, they're obligated to go home, or they're obligated to do this, or they're obligated to go to this sporting event, or they're just obligated 24/7. It's crazy. And as soon as I get all my investments right, I won't even have to punch that clock, hopefully. When you get to the point where you don't have to punch the clock, you probably will punch the clock, because you'd be bored if you didn't. Maybe work 6 months out of the year, take 6 months off, or work 3 months, who knows. But there's no way I'm going to be tying back into some kind of obligation unless I'm getting paid, The freedom is just too important to me. I don't have to deal with any kind of drama. I don't deal with any kind of weird emotional holiday junk. I don't have to deal with any kind of why did you do this, or why did you say that. I don't have to deal with none of that. None of it. I mean, zero. And when I'm working, I just take up my cross. I'm getting paid to take up my cross. They say something, I say, okay. Say something, even if somebody does, and they don't usually, but if somebody did say something derogatory, I'd say, I appreciate your opinion, and just keep on going. You want to know how to beat the office politics? You just say, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Can you help me do this? Yeah, I'm getting paid to do it. Might as well. Be a team player. You're getting paid to be a team player. Sir, yes, sir. Sir, aye, sir. Is it 5 o'clock yet? As soon as I punch, y'all won't see me. As soon as I punch that time clock, I'm free. Now, why would I do an 8-hour shift or 7-hour shift or whatever shift and then go home to more slavery? I've done that. I've experienced that twice. It don't work for me. I'm not somebody else's slave. Society, when I saw society try to turn the man into the slave to the woman, then turn the home upside down, I said, I don't think so. the mother-in-law, slave to the mother-in-law, slave to the in-laws, slave to go to a holiday. You got to be here. No, I don't. You got to come to this dinner. Why? I didn't sign up for that. Slaves. Slaves. Ain't no way. If I don't want to go somewhere, I ain't going. I don't care if it's a family reunion. I don't care if it's a funeral, a marriage. I don't even go to any of that. To me, it's stupid. Why would you go to a funeral? Let the dead bury the dead. Why would you go to a marriage to watch somebody get married? They're just going to be fighting and arguing next week. Calling you on the phone saying, blah, blah, blah did this, and blah, blah, blah did this. I can't believe it. Who cares? Nothing new under the sun. Call Dr. Phil. Watch Dr. Phil. Somebody cheated on me. If they called me and said, they're cheated on me, file the paperwork and get out. File the paperwork. They're drinking. I've heard this. I heard this my whole life growing up. It'll always be somebody dealing with something. They're drinking. They're getting drunk. Kick them out. Lock the door and call the police, and then tell them to come back when they're sober. Prove it. Prove that they don't have to drink anymore. If the woman's married to a man who's a drunk, kick him out and tell him not to come back till he quit drinking. Because it's a bad influence to the children. It's dysfunctional. It's dysfunctional. Why would you live in a dysfunctional situation? Get out. If somebody's in a dysfunctional situation, it's because they're enabling it. It's an enabler. You want it. You must be getting something out of it. I'd rather work 2 jobs and get away from dysfunction than... A lot of people stay with somebody because the other one makes a lot of money and they put up with that dysfunction. And then you'll I had this manager one time. I said, this woman and man were always fighting, you know. I said, why does he put up with her running the streets? Because he loves her. Because he loves her. No, he don't. He's letting her act stupid and drink herself to death and drug herself to death. He don't love her. All he loves is the benefits of the sex or whatever it was he was getting from her. They've been together a long time. I think she was cheating too. He loves her. She don't even exist. He loves somebody who don't even exist. She's not even a real... She's a narcissistic Jezebel harlot, and he loves her. She's not even real. What's he love? An image that's not even real? Fake person? I remember talking to her one time when she wasn't high on something. No, she was high on something. I said, how's it going? She said, I'm living the dream. I'm living the dream. You're addicted to drugs. You don't have a job. You don't work. You're always crying. Every other day you're crying, throwing a fit. And you're living the dream? I don't think so.